In the film, Rooster is described as a pitiless man. How do you see him?
Oh, I can get up a little pity for old Rooster, or a little, a little love for the guy. I certainly enjoyed playing him.
Was it because it was the opportunity to work again with the Coens, or was it the source material that made you say, yes, I'll do this movie? Because famously, you keep saying that you don't like working.
Well, the Coens, whenever they're involved in the film, they, you really want to, come to that party, because they're just masters. They do it so well. And I was a little concerned at the beginning because, there was another movie called True Grit, and I said, why do you guys want to do that? They said, well, we're not making a remake of that film. We're really making a version of the book as if there was never been a film made. And I took them up on that. I thought that was a good idea. I read the book. I hadn't, and I read like a Coen Brothers script. It was wonderful. Very suited them beautifully.
What preparation did you think was necessary before you began giving flesh to the character?
I approach most of the characters I play the same way, where you start with the story, you read the script, and in this case the book. It's wonderful to have a book to help base your character on, and then also different tasks that your character has to do. Ride, so that was a very pleasant task. I love riding. Mm-hmm. And, studying those things. Looked at a lot of photographs of those times to kind of get into the, get the groove going.
Mm-hmm. You probably take for granted you've got two good working eyes.
Mm.
So did you suddenly discover the difference it made when you had to have that patch over one eye?
Yeah, it kind of messes up your depth perception a bit, But it wasn't as bad as I had imagined, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another distinctive thing in the movie is, it seemed to me, your voice goes down mm-hmm. several tones. And why did you decide on that really rich, gravelly voice?
Well, it's funny. Characters, they kind of surprise you sometimes, and you don't really know the answers often to questions like that. Once I got the costume on, and like I say, started to look at the photographs and figure the guy was, a smoker, a drinker, and all of a sudden, as I'm not even talking to you now, my voice is getting down.
The conditions you filmed under make the film look rich and vibrant and real, but I imagine it's not always great filming in snow.
Well, I don't know about that. It might be a little uncomfortable, but it does, like you say, it makes you, it gives you great texture and something to work off as an actor. It'd be really, really cold. You don't have to, you don't have to work at that. It's handed to you.
An iconic scene, obviously, is when Rooster charges Ned Pepper's gang. Mm-hmm. Now, I wondered how much of that was you and how much of that was someone else ensuring the star didn't get hurt.
Yeah, no, that was all me. I remember the day we shot that, and Joel said, "What do you think? You want to take a crack at it?" I said, "Yeah, let me try," And it turned out to be a lot of fun, actually.
You're working with a young lady that we don't know much about just now, but she's going to be someone we know a lot about. How was it with Haley, who was a newcomer to this whole business?
I was very concerned about who was going to play that part, because it's the lead of the film. It's all told through her eyes, the story. And I remember the first day of shooting, how excited I was and relieved at how brilliant, what a brilliant actress she is. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, thank God, we're in good hands here with Haley. And such a sweet person, She's turned 14 on the show, and she's one of those girls who's not, chomping at the bit trying to be 35 when she's 14. Mm-hmm. She's really appreciating the age she is.
You've done other westerns, obviously, in the past, Wild Bill and Heaven's Gate, mm-hmm. and it's in the blood, I suppose, because your dad famously was in High Noon.
Yeah, right.
And a great part in High Noon. He's got the difficult part to play. Have westerns always been something that you liked? Was it a genre that you feel a kinship with?
Yeah, ever since I was a kid, played cowboys when whenever my father, like you say, came home from, working on a Western, I was thrilled because I knew he'd be in his cowboy outfit, and I'd call my friends up and say, come on over, my dad's got all the real stuff, come on. We had a lot of fun.
Did you get a kick out of doing that famous line? I think it's one of the only lines that's in both films about, a fat old man, come up and see a fat old man, that line. Or no, it's not that line, it's the line, fill your hat and your sons are bitches.
Yeah. Well, there was Charles Portis is such an incredible writer, and that book, I can't recommend it highly enough. I mean, it's really a wonderful book. He's got great lines in it, and that's one of them.